Welcome in, Nissan Parts CC family, cyber friends, e-friends. I'm Russell.
I'm Tom.
And we're here to talk about SR20s, which is apparently everybody on our channel's favorite motor.
Yeah.
And why not? So you might have caught the video a couple weeks ago. We talked about top end parts, cylinder head parts, things like that. This week, we're going down to Bikini Bottom with SpongeBob. We're going to talk about the bottom end, things on the lower half of the motor. Now we've omitted gaskets, seals, things like that. A lot of stuff. It might be coming. But let's jump right into some parts, and be sure, if you got something to say, pause the video, leave a comment. You will enter our weekly giveaway. We give away a windshield banner each week. Nobody answered if I should change that up. Did we ask last week if we should change it up?
I think you did. I think you said windshield banner or flag.
Gamer mouse pad thing? I'll show you that later. Anyway, let's jump right in. Bottom end, oil strainer.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been around the SR scene a long time, you know you want to replace the oil strainer in your SR. The early model cars had issues where the screens would just fall off. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have the screen in your strainer, it's kind of pointless. It's just a straw at that point.
Right.
Also, they can get damaged, things like that with a lower car if somebody bottoms out really hard.
If that breaks off completely, then oil starvation, cease motor, all that stuff.
So the late model SR, so if you have a late model 180SX SR, it came with the proper strainer, or if you have an S14, S15, they came with the proper strainer, but still you might need to replace it, so check it out. RTV.
Mm-hmm. RTV, we sell that stuff. It's the official Nissan product. I had a quick peek at it. It is resistant to all oils, engine oil, gear oil, transmission oil. Funnily enough though, it says on it not recommended for contact with coolant. So just make sure it's an oil gasket you're forming and not one for coolant.
Raise your hand if you knew the Nissan RTV did not work with coolant.
I mean, it probably will, but since somebody says don't do it, then somebody says don't do it, I'm not going to do it.
Chime in if you've ever used the Nissan stuff and had good luck with it with coolant. Thrust bearings. So this is something that, internal, you're never going to see it, but incredibly important if you're disassembling your motor all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
The thrust bearings go in into the girdle to hold the crank from
slopping back and forth.
Yeah. So I watched some videos because I knew what they were for, but I'd never really deep dove into it. And I found some videos on YouTube, and I didn't realize. You can just pop those things right out. Super easy.
Really?
Yeah. With the crank in there, you take a little screwdriver, push it, it'll slide up and out, and you can put a new one in. Pretty weird.
I've rebuilt engines before, and getting to those thrust, well, they call them thrust bearings, but we call them thrust washers.
Yeah, washer.
When I worked on, and you got to get pretty deep in. Well, the motor I worked on, you have to get pretty deep into it.
Yeah. Engine oil pan. So SR oil pans. The reason why they're so popular is because everybody lowers their car. Mm-hmm. They beat the snot out of it, and you don't want to have an oil pan with dents in it because that's going to mess with your oil capacity and things like that. You don't want that.
Or holes.
Yeah. You want the oil going to the proper place. Piston ring set. Now, I've got a diagram that's going to pop up there kind of explaining some stuff on the piston rings. Piston rings are going to be a 3-ring set. The bottom ring, obviously, is 3 separate rings all in itself. You ever replace piston rings?
I have.
How's that?
It's fine until you break one.
I know.
And it's high stress because you have to listen super close for any odd sounds, and you'll get it in there, and you're like, God, what if I broke it on the way in there?
Oh my God.
And so when I was doing it, I took it. I installed the pistons 2 or 3 times, and I was like, okay, I'm confident that this is not broken.
That would be me. I'd have to double, triple check it.
It's I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. It's really stressful because the one that I did, it was impossible to find parts for this motor, and I had to get them imported from Germany, and I broke one, so then I had to order another one. from Germany. It sucked, but yeah.
Yeah, you won't have to do that with the SR motor. I know a place that has SR piston rings, so yeah, just let us know if you need some.
How about that rear main seal retainer?
Yep. Yep. Kind of an oddball piece. You don't necessarily always have to replace that thing, but it is very important for getting your seal lined up, flush on the motor the way it's supposed to be. And also, people do damage those. So you might, it's a cast piece. So you might,
over tighten it.
You might take the motor apart and find out the guy who did it before, over torqued it, and I can't reuse this thing. So that's one of those pieces that I remember back in the day we never carried, but we keep them in stock now.
And we sell a fair number of them too.
Yeah, saving people's lives.
Right.
Because I think that's a piece you call your local dealer, they're gonna laugh at you.
And the hardware for that piece is available too. There's bolts on there and a couple of studs. So if you need it, we can get it for you.
Yeah, nice. Woodruff key, crank key, keyway,
half moon.
I mean, they called so many different things. If you have disassembled a motor, pulled off a harmonic balancer, anything like that, you know what these are. The number we have here fits almost everything that Nissan makes. It's the same thing. Now, if you've never replaced those, one thing you might not realize is that they are oversized for the hole they go into. So you have to hit them in there with a dead blow so they stay in there. But that's what's going to keep your crank pulley on there from spinning around.
Do you know why it's called a Woodruff key?
No.
Because it was named after the guy that invented it.
I should have just guessed.
Fun fact, when was it invented?
Oh, I don't know. Long time ago, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 1892.
Yeah, I was going to say long.
That's some old tech.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah. Crank pulley. SR crank pulleys. We have the S13, S14, S15, all of them available. Those things get wore out. They can get nasty, broken. Heck, we get them broken all the time. It's very frustrating. But yeah, we got those guys on the shelf. And then the crankshaft. Hopefully you never get to the point where you have to replace the crankshaft.
But it's good to know they're available.
Yeah, they are available. And that's another piece that people call us and they're like, holy cow, y'all have these. And we do keep them in stock. And they are available. So yeah, if you ever need one, let us know. Also, you'll see a shot there with the markings on the front of the crankshaft and a diagram. If you ever need bearings, things like that, you got to use those numbers to match them up. Ask us or somebody else to send you the diagram so you have a bigger picture of it, and maybe it'll help you. Or a machine shop should be able to help you out with that if you're getting it machined. All right. 4-inch decals. New decals.
New logo. Looks awesome.
Yeah. We're going to put this logo on everything.
Yes.
Tom's got some ideas in the midst. Tom's making fun of me yesterday. Here, move your paper. I'll show you guys this. So this thing right here, this is a gaming mouse pad, or I actually thought that this would make a great topper for a toolbox if you want something soft. This thing is thick, it's heavy.
It's rubber backed.
I wasn't planning on it, but I might actually get one to put on my desk because I got bony elbows. And man, I just feel so comfortable.
Oh, you could take a nap on that.
Yeah, these are cool. So obviously we'll have a link in the description for all this stuff. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, flag, whatever. So it is time. It is time. Tom, I'm gonna let Tom.
I'm excited about this. So usually Russell asks me a trivia question and that will relate to the discount code for the week. And so I'm gonna give Russell a couple of choices. You can have either something relating to toys or history.
Toys or history?
Yeah. Or you can have both, and then you can say, okay, let's go with the discount code from that question.
I'm gonna go with toys.
Toys, okay.
And I might change my mind.
Okay. All right, so here's your first question.
Oh, man.
Right, toys.
Okay.
1995, Blossom Galbiso of Hawaii brought a game from her childhood to the masses, and 350 million of them were sold. What was the most popular toy in 1995?
I have no idea.
How old were you in 95?
95, I would have been 13.
95. What were you playing with in 95?
I feel like
as a 13-year-old.
I feel like 13 is the time when you're like, I'm not playing with toys anymore. You start being kind of cool.
Okay. I can give you another clue.
Give me a clue.
When she was a kid, bottle caps were used in this game.
Was it Pogs?
Yes!
Yeah.
Nailed it, dude.
I thought I was going to get made look like a fool. Now, I actually went down a rabbit hole recently about Pogs because I was like, because I had a ton, my sister had a ton, and I was like, man, Pogs were kind of cool. Like, they were just kind of cool to look at, like all the different pictures and, you know, whatever. But wow, I'm surprised I got that. I'm impressed with myself right now.
So, Pogs could be the 10% discount code. You want the other one?
That's it. Pogs is going to be the 10% off code. But let's hear the other one though.
The other one. Okay, I gotta be careful with this one.
I'm gonna make myself a note because I want to make sure I remember. So P-O-G-S.
Pogs. That will save you 10%.
All right.
All right. October 8th, 1958.
Okay.
Ray Lemke in San Diego opens the doors on what business? The first of its kind in the USA. San Diego, 1950s. First of its kind.
I don't know. You have any hints on that one? Yeah, I've never.
Well, in 1958, for the entire United States, they sold 83. That's a big clue. You should be able to get it with that one.
That doesn't help me at all. I don't know.
First Datsun dealership in the United States.
You know what was funny is I was leaning towards Japanese cars, but the name Ray Lemke didn't lend itself to that, so I didn't go that way.
You're thinking like an accordion shop.
A dealership opening. That makes sense. Okay, well that's cool. How many of y'all knew that?
I don't know, but that's pretty interesting. There's lots of pictures of the place online.
Huh.
In 1965, he was the first dealer in the United States to sell 100 Datsuns.
Wow.
And that's pretty far back.
Yeah.
One dealership.
Yeah.
Now, last one. I want you to read this highlighted part. Tell me if you think that's a good idea.
No.
The guy had the dealership open, the parts department open until 9 o'clock at night during the week.
I'm gonna tell you what, at 4 o'clock, this place turns into a ghost town.
Yeah.
Every day.
That was in the 70s, 1970s.
We're here
Crazy.
till 6 though. All right, so weekly giveaway. If you haven't commented on the video, tell us how long this feels like it's getting lengthy at this point, but that's fine. The winner of this week's windshield banner is John Horun, who you gave a shout out to. He was the guy that was looking for the keychains.
Yeah.
And he did comment and said he found some keychains and ordered them, and he was going to go check out the Datsun watches on eBay. So John, you're our winner. Please reach out to us. And from this day moving forward, you get 30 days to contact us. After 30 days, your prize is mine or Tom's, or it's going back into the kitty. So
30 days.
30 days.
So get in touch.
Don't reach out to us in 6 months. Got a couple shout outs here. Malik Zane 13 said, I just bought a 1990 S13 and I just used the discount code to order some parts for it.
Smart man. Yep.
Welcome to the fam. And then now this one, screen name is Vomit.
I did see that one on there.
And this is a shout out because I didn't get a response to my reply back to you. R30, we talked about the logo and the Sylvia headlight. And it was stated that the R31s also had a logo in the lens. I did some research, couldn't find a single headlight photo that I could see a logo on. I want to see it. So somebody please, you historians out there, let me know. Because I want to see it. But that's about it, guys.
Cool.
Have a good weekend.
We'll be back next week.
Yes. Try to stay 100% on these quizzes.
Yes. You did good, man. Shocked.
Bye.
See ya.